Is it recording?
As our meeting.
Monique Houston. Farewell to my friends and peers and all the memories we shared. The rallies that brought us closer, the performances that brought us cheers, and the games that brought us anger and sometimes happiness. I remember the times I didn't want to go to school, but I went anyways because there's always something going on. Even if it was bad, we made it fun. Farewell to the teachers who taught me all I know and the ones who thought they did. Farewell to the school in the 4 colors, red for freshmen, gray for sophomores, white for juniors, and black for seniors. I'll never forget my old friends. I'll never forget the new. We all grew up and still continue to grow. There's always a tomorrow and a today, but sometimes we have to let go of those days and start new ones. I wish everyone a good life and hope to see you in the future. Farewell.
VanAdrighem. Friends, faculty, and fellow classmates, we're here today to celebrate this milestone in our lives, graduation. I've been looking forward to this day for the last 13 years of my life. And now that it's here, I'm sad to be leaving. I'll miss this environment that I've spent so many hours. I've laughed and cried here. I've ate and slept here. I've spent over 360 hours here, although most of you have spent over 720 hours here. I've spent so much time here that I will miss faculty and friends as I leave San Juan next year. I've made many memories here, from the Mexican hallway, which is E-Hall, to the master blend that Bridget and I had with the drill team. I'll never forget the day that Sway, Bridget, and I were in the library doing biology homework. We came up with the analogy that life should be like an espresso rather than a cup of black coffee. And to this day, I don't know how that fits our homework, but it did. Another memory is probably one that many people who took chemistry can relate to. We're doing an assignment, and when we were finished, I went to put the ring stand away. I grabbed it by the top and burned my fingers. I must also thank the faculty for helping me in my transition to San Juan. Ms. Defoe, you have greatly improved my writing and taught me to speak good. I mean well. Mr. Peoples, of course I've learned all about the computer programs, but more importantly, you made me take time to breathe. You helped me to notice the sunshine and the birds singing outside. My friends are also very important in the transition. I have too many friends to personally name all of you, but I must say a special thanks to Bridget, Sway, and Colby. You have been there in all the good times and bad. You have explained things to me for 5 minutes, and in the end I will say, I still don't get it. Can you explain it again? Emily, you are my best and closest friend. Thank you for always lending an ear when I needed to vent. You listened to my pain, my frustration, my bragging, and my joy. You were there when I needed you, and when I didn't need you, you were still there. Thank you, all of you. As a young student once said, every one of us has our own toolbox. It's full of experiences, memories, accomplishments, and dreams. Is everyone's toolbox the same? No. Is everyone's dream the same? No. We'll need different tools for the different dreams we choose to pursue. A point that needs to be made today is that the only one that can close your toolbox, the only one that can stop you from following your dream, is you.
Yay.
There will always be more room for more tools, more memories, new experiences, grander accomplishments, and yes, even bigger dreams. As I venture off to college next year, I will miss San Juan. I'll miss Mrs. Simmons' smiling face and the friendly hellos from students and faculty in the halls. I'll miss the greasy pizza and long lines at the food truck. I'll miss the smell of cookies baking and the smell of French fries cooking that can only be smelled in Senior Square. But mostly I will miss seeing my friends every day. I've become accustomed to a schedule that changes little from year to year, but now it's going to change drastically. I'll miss the familiarity about San Juan, but I'm looking forward to a new change. Congratulations, class of 2004. We made it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the Okay. It's satisfying to finally be able to graduate high school because I think of it as a reward for our hard work and our perseverance. And I know that my future is here, but I can never forget this school because it made me a lot stronger. And the memories, so, will always stay with me forever.
Yeah.
Strickland. Yeah. High school.
It's like that kid on Captain Planet with the heart power. At first, you think it's pointless and stupid, but then, ultimately, you realize it has purpose. And then the guy with the green mullet flies around, and it's all over. What is there to say, really? It's only been 4 years, but it's been a 4 years that somehow seems to transcend time and space, seeming both infinitely long and measurably short. It's been an interesting and often confusing time, full of ups and downs, friends and enemies, successes and failures. Now, maybe if we were Scott Bakula or we had a DeLorean, we could go back in time and change things, do things differently, replace the bad with something good. But we can't, and ultimately, in the end, for better or worse, our experiences have made us the people we are today. I'm going to leave you with something Burt Reynolds once said to me. What the hell are you standing around for? Go give me another glass of scotch. Now, on the surface, I thought he was just angry and drunk. But I've thought about it, and I think what he really meant, deep down, through all the slurred speech and impaired motor functions, was, what the hell are you standing around for? Go get me another glass of scotch. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye. Goodbye, San Juan.
Wait.
My name is Nathan Miles, and I would prefer not to be included. Let's see. Well, I came to San Juan about 10th grade, and I was a little shocked. I mean, I was a private school kid, and I didn't know very much about the public school life, and people seemed a little weird, a little out there. But after getting to know everybody, I come to have appreciation for people and who they are. I see the good in people, no matter what their background is, no matter who they are, and I see that at San Juan. And I visited other public schools, and I don't see very much. I see people with surface relationships and surface lives, but at San Juan I see something deeper. And I see it in the teachers as well. They genuinely care, they genuinely think about their students, and they want something more out of their students than a C. They want excellence, and I think that is something that I'll always hold dear in my heart. And even though I've only been in San Juan for 2 years, I've grown to think of myself as a Spartan, and I'll cherish that in my heart forever. Thanks.
Pablo Ortiz, and I choose not to be in the little DVD that we're doing. Okay, well, Mesa Verde High School, the green and orange. When I had graduated from middle school, I had just left the 8th grade. I was supposed to go there because I live up Antelope, and actually to get here to San Juan, I have to pass by all the traffic, all the kids going into Mesa Verde. But since they have an ELL program here, some way I managed to convince them that I didn't know how to speak English, and so that I could be here at San Juan, and so that I could be in the ELL program that I needed to be in. And it worked, and I'm glad I did it and everything, because if I wouldn't have, I wouldn't know any of you all. And I did that because when I was a freshman, I had a lot of family here. We had a lot of senior family and juniors and a lot of friends, and they were all Mexican, of course, so I was like, oh, no, it's not that they were, I had a lot of it. Well, that went wrong. Well, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, and so I was all excited to go here and come here, and in Mesa Verde, they didn't know anybody. And I knew that they also had the special education program, which they also had at Will Rogers, and I really enjoyed hanging out with the special education kids, because I knew that they were really creative and they had a mind of their own and everything, and even though other kids used to pick on them, I would enjoy their company and everything. And also because of the diversity, and I had passed by Mesa Verde and everything, and I had noticed that most of their students are from Caucasian descent. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like, well, the world's just not all Caucasian, so I just wanted to come here. Nathan, please. And well, it's finally here, and I don't know about you all, but I'm awfully excited. The feeling's almost unbearable because, I don't know, I've been waiting for this my whole life. And I moved here from Stitches Heights when I was in the 7th grade, and I don't know, it's a lot more diverse than than Folsom was, which was also mostly Caucasian and Folsom and a lot of rich kids. And I lived in not the best street, and all Folsom's pretty nice except this one street. And since I lived on that one street, I got picked on a lot. And here in Citrus Heights, it just felt a lot better, and that's another reason I wanted to come here to San Juan, because I felt I'd be more prosecuted over there at Mesa Verde, and I'm glad I did that, because here at San Juan I made a lot of friends, and it's gone great. And as we're thinking back now on our 4 years, and a lot of us might have some regrets. Maybe I could have been a little friendlier, not picked on the little kids when I had my senior friends. I wasn't the nicest child. But I won't dwell on them or anything, because that was in the past, and I look forward to the future. And I'll apply all the mistakes that I've had to the future, and I hope everything turns out good. And everybody, congratulations, and I'll miss you all my life.
My name is Natasha Fulks. Okay. I once heard that high school memories last forever. Well, that's an understatement. 4 years ago, we walked through the high school doors for the first time. A group of former 8th graders who ruled junior high, starting all over again as little freshmen. It felt as if we just got a 4-year sentence to grow up. For me, high school has been filled with laughter and tears. In my own personal experience, not only have I changed from a young girl to a young lady, but I've also become a mom. Talk about growing up fast. My son is a blessing in my life, but it seems that I've had to work twice as hard to reach my goals. I have dreams like everyone else, and though education I have learned to be strong and pursue each and every one of them. My support group consists of my family, my friends, my teachers, and my faith in Christ. When I look back at all the laughter and all the tears, thank God for carrying me through tough times and standing by me through good times. As for my teachers, even though there were the days that they were like the last people I wanted to see or thank them for all the support. As for my teachers, even though there were days that they were the last people I wanted to see, I thank them for all their support, loyalty, and never giving up on us. And if there was one word to describe how I feel for them, the word would be excellence. So when I take that final walk on graduation day, all eyes may be on me, but I will look at each and every one of you, and in my heart will be walking with me, because this will be our walk of excellence.
I'm Robert Croyle. Fellow students, teachers, alumni, family, and friends, I welcome you to the graduation of the latest group of leaders to come into adult society from San Juan High School. We're vastly different people from those children who first came here. We leave as adults, well prepared for our futures and equipped to face life's challenges. I offer my deepest gratitude to all of my teachers and parents and all the others that have contributed to my success, both present and future. This portion of my life has offered many challenges, some difficult and some not so difficult, but all rewarding. In conclusion, I offer this advice: share your knowledge, give to others, laugh often, and love without reservation.
Oh, you already know who this is. You know, if you can't recognize the face, then, well, you know the name. To our beginning, there's an end. Sooner or later, your turn, will come up. As my high school career comes to a close, I get a newfound independence and freedom that is really close. I can almost taste it for sure. It tastes better there. Memories were made and destroyed through friendships, or relationships, friendship, foes, and fights were won and lost between two, and companionship was gained throughout the year. My freshman year, unlike others, started off with brokenness. I'm not talking about inside, I'm talking about the leg. I walked around school pretty much all my freshman year with crutches and broken leg, trying to scoot around and make friends, which didn't quite work out too well after a while until I started hitting people with them. But yeah, that wasn't too great. But I came upon friendship through, surprisingly enough, a teacher, Miss Whitmarsh. She took me in as not only a student and a person in need of help, and also as a friend. giving me extra help that I needed to help figure myself out. She was always willing to lend a helping hand and give a word of encouragement, not only to me but to others. And that year pretty much ended, got my cast off, and it was all good. And now, yeah. So while continuing the search of trying to find myself, I entered my sophomore year, blind as a bat. Mishimizu, my algebra 1 teacher, also did the same as with Miss Whitmarsh, and pretty much taught me as a kid in need of help. Once again, made friends throughout that. And she always took extra time for things that I didn't understand as well as others. But while providing me the skills that I need to get through algebra, she also taught me the basic fundamentals of life. And coming off that injury, I started track. And that's how I got acquainted with Coach Golston, who had like every doubt in the world because I just came off an injury. I couldn't even jump like not even half of an inch off the ground off my right leg. And so pretty much went through that whole season, got real strong or whatever. And towards the end, he saw like super improvement, and he started to show his like friendship and like how much he cared. And when we went to Bronco Invitational or whatever, we met like a few flaky like track team members who kind of showed up late and then didn't even want to run their event. So me being Mr. like Superman, I ran like everyone else's events, also mine. Did like 5 events or something like that. And so doing that, I became like Mr. God track star out of that. So Boston, kind of took me into that. It was pretty cool. And doing that encouraged me to run cross country, which led into the junior year. And that's how I met Thomas, probably one of the best friends, And so my second week of cross country practice, Coach Myers is talking about this kid. So I don't know what we're talking about. He runs 50-mile marathons. He's going to take his stage, is going on and run his mouth like he always does. So I'm thinking to myself, and I'm talking about it 2 minutes, like, dude, who's this kid? It's like, it's a quarterball joke. And so we go out to practice and stuff, and the whole team's all walking out there, and see some scrawny old kid sitting there stretching in like some skin tight shirt. It says, way too cool across the front of it, 50-mile marathon, whatever. And after that, became pretty good friends with him. I started giving him a hard time off A1. And then after that, he started doing the same thing to me, and he acted just like I did, thought the same way I did. Like, it was just all tight like that. And so went through that whole year, and we were always getting in trouble with him. It wasn't Tom, it was me, and it wasn't me, it was Tom. It was like back and forth the whole year. And so after that, his stupidness got kicked out or whatever. Yeah. We still became friends or whatever. We still had a good friendship going on. Things were closer than most people would ever realize. And so that pretty much did all that stuff. And then comes to this year, which is pretty much done, like 8 days left. And I like how this whole year, pretty much get to do whatever you want, little or no conflict, stay out of, can't say stay out of trouble, because a lot of it, but I wasn't too involved this year. I was just solely trying to get out, like every other senior. But I don't know. I'm glad the year's over. And pretty much great stuff. And I want to thank Miss Whitmarsh, Miss Coburn, Big D there. That's right. Miss Shimizu, Miss Chola, Coach Golston, and Coach Wallenberg, all of whom played major roles in my life without the realization. And they will. And they are, like forever will be my heroes and friends. And that's pretty much it. And loving memory of Thomas Rosebrock, that's right. And good luck everyone with your lives. And I don't know, I got my head on straight. I know what I'm gonna do, and hopefully all you guys do too. Because okay, it's on like on. That's right.
Jessica Henry, and I wish not to be put in. In my that I was gonna get shot, I was gonna get like beat up and killed or mugged. But when I came to San Juan, I really realized that it's not that bad as everybody makes it out to be. I started my freshman year in drill, and we went to state my freshman year, and we won first place in state and second in nationals, which I participated in both. But halfway through my sophomore year, I got pregnant, but I had a lot of support from my teachers, mainly Miss Coburn. She was there for me the whole time, and I really appreciate it. I love her to death, and she came to my baby shower and to the hospital when I had her. And I also want to thank Mr. Seymour, because throughout the whole time, he also supported me. And I had my daughter October 14th, 2002, when I was a junior. And during that time, I was homeschooled, worst days of my life. But this year, I took bakery class and went to a competition, and in state I took second, and I didn't place in nationals though, but it was a really good experience and I enjoyed it. And I'm currently in internship at Albertsons, which I'm also getting a job at, and I plan on going to ARC after I graduate from here, which is a big improvement because I also have to struggle to get to where I'm going, because it's not as easy as most people think it is when you have a kid. And I have a lot of support from my family and friends, and I want to really thank my friend Margarita for being there for me through thick and thin. And I plan on just making something of myself, and I don't want to be a statistic as most young mothers are. And I just want to thank all my teachers, every single one of them, and Ms. Defoe, and she's helped me. Before I came to this class, I knew pretty much nothing of grammar, and now I passed almost every single one of her grammar tests, and that's what I just want to thank everybody for their support and wish everybody good luck, and everybody else who I forgot that has been my friend throughout the years. I want to thank them for helping me grow up and realize that not everything's cracked up, not how I always was supposed to be, and they helped me grow and learn. And I just want to thank everybody and wish them good luck.
Hello, my name is Tim Gallagher. Just want to start out by saying goodbye San Juan. You have been here for me for the past 4 years. And now it's time to say thank you and bid you farewell. This school has had a nasty reputation for the past few years. Yet, as any San Juan student shall know, it really is not true. Any other outside students think that it is the most horrible school that you can get in the Sacramento area, but that is just not the case. In this school, I have learned many things for the future, such as under the guidance of Ben French, we went to VICA for our competition, placed in state, came in second and third place in state competition. Proves that we're better than most other people in California. So with that, let's just say thank you to everyone that has been here for me, such as my friends and the teachers. Thank you, Mr. Fulks, for everything that you have done, for just writing me whenever I need to get something done. And now, as they say, the world is my oyster, and thank you.
My name is Lance Davis. Fellow classmates and faculty, I just want to say that come to San Juan and letting me have such a really fun time at San Juan. And I'm really gonna miss everybody, and it's been really nice. A couple of memories I'll never forget were when it was my sophomore year and I first heard that our country was attacked. And I just got to school, and my second memory was last year when we, as a school, went out and were fighting for our teachers because we didn't want them to leave or walk out. And that really was a great moment for me. I'd like to thank my math teacher, Mr. Rios, encouraging me always to ask questions about math. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Meyer for encouraging me and giving me some leeway on my schoolwork. I also like to thank Mrs. Strong because she was always there for me when I was down and was sad. She was cheering me up. And I'd like to thank Ms. Defoe for never giving up on me and always encouraging me to do better, and for being there for me and doing some work. And I also like to thank Mr. Roderico for helping me for all 4 years, being there for me, always asking me, always saying hi to me every morning, and just being there for me. And I also like to thank Mr. Rigoli because he's always been a brave person for me. He's always been there and always just was there for me, always cared and always was nice and courteous and a nice person to work with. And thanks everyone for all the great memories on this year.
I'm going to be Dan one for that.
Okay, my name is Greg Bartlett, and I'm going to change things up a little bit. I write down, I make poems to try and express the way I feel, so I'm going to try and poetically explain the way how I feel. And here's how it goes. There are many thoughts and feelings I want to convey to you. It starts off with my teachers simply saying thank you. My teachers have served an important role in turning a boy into a man, simply showing me to never give up while doing the best I can. My coaches have showed me what dedication is all about. This boy is slowly sprouting into a man that wants to come out. My friends have always been there for me, each and every day, loving, caring, and encouraging me to stay on the right pathway. Now that I am graduating, how will I make it without all of you? Like Will Ferrell on Old School without his boy Blue. Like in our San Juan motto, memories will linger on, for we love you, mighty Spartans. Hail to you, San Juan. I feel like I'm leaving on the ultimate high. It's time for me to tell everyone in San Juan goodbye.
My name is Robert Coburn, and I don't want to be on the DVD. Here we are at the culmination of our 4 years of hard work and patience. These 4 years of laughing together, working together, growing together, and laughing together have all come to an end. Now it is time to say goodbye and start on our future. The 4 years we have had here at San Juan have taught us and prepared us for our future. Now that we are graduated, we have our diploma, and we are on to bigger and better things. Some of us will go out and travel the world. Some of us will go to college or the military. Wherever it may be, I wish you all good luck in your future. I hope you all achieve your lifelong dreams and ambitions. I would like to take the time to thank all my teachers and that I have had the honor of attending their classes. Without their classes and educational guidance, I would have never become as intelligent as I was today. I would like to also thank my family and friends, especially my friend Tim, for a constant support, because without them, I would not be here today. I hope to see all of you at our 10-year reunion. Thank you for the memories, San Juan.